Go with honor, friend.
I got what you need. Keep it real.
What do you need? For the Horde.
Damn trinket.
Roktar. Be safe.
Oh, What kind of guild meeting is this? This is trash. Oh, they didn't have ad. Nice. Where? Damn. Wow.
Hello, everybody. Is everyone here? Can I get a one in the chat if you can hear me in Discord? So let me see you guys. See the ones rolling in. Thank you very much. All right. It's awesome to see everyone here together and under the same roof. It's a great reminder of the wonderful community that we have here in TBC Hardcore. I would like to ask that you please do not approach the podium unless you're asked to speak. Jerry here is my emotional support Ravager. He is allowed to stay, but I will call you up if it is your turn to speak. But we have a few things to go over first. First off, the reason why I'm bringing everyone here together is because I think we could be doing a lot better. I think that if we want this project to succeed, then we're going to have to show up for each other. And there were a few things that I would like to talk about in that vein. So, first off, congratulations to all the people who have hit level 70 recently. We have, I don't know how many at this point. I think it's like 50 people running the end game, and that's awesome. But we're also losing people at about the same rate that we're gaining them. And there were a few reasons for that we're going to go over. One of the major ones is we do not currently have Flask of Petrification. And by the end of this discussion, we're all going to get together and we're going to go ahead and try to get one. The best way to get a Flask of Petri recipe is to kill the raid bosses, the world raid bosses in vanilla. So given how we're all outfitted in awesome gear from Outlands and we're all over level 60 something, it should be relatively easy. So yeah, but those of us who are 60 plus, we're gonna make a raid and go and try and farm those, and we're gonna make it a priority going forward to make sure we're focusing on getting that recipe found as soon as possible, because every day that goes by, I see another clip where 1, 2, 3 people are dying that could have been saved with a simple recipe that we don't currently have. And we're spending all this time, running normals and running heroics to get these marginal upgrades. Meanwhile, the biggest upgrade that we can go for right now is that Flask of Petrification. It's the most OP item in the entire game. It's insane. Literally will save our entire guild. And as we approach raid time in just 4 days, we're going to have Karazhan out, Gruul's Lair, Magtheridon's Lair. How in the hell are we going to survive this without Flask of Petri? You can say Petri's lame, whatever. We need it. This is not vanilla anymore. This is content that has never been cleared successfully by anybody. We're paving the way, and we're going to need to rely on that thing to make sure that we still have people here alive that can continue raiding. And for all the people who are dying, especially dying at a high level, we've lost many 70s very recently, and it has me a little concerned.
Oh, man.
Because our guild is growing. It is growing. And I look every day and I see, 10, 15, 20 new people join every day, and I see the leveling guilds and they're thriving. I think we had 90 to 100 people online in Weenie today, and that's great. But it is a long road to get from level 1 to level 70. And we need to focus on retention, on retaining the people that we have already there. So until we have these huge streamers playing TBC hardcore, like the kind of growth that we need, to maintain this level of death is just not there. The people who you're seeing dying in these clips every day, oftentimes they are the most active and most dedicated players on our team. They're the backbones of this community. And we don't want to lose these people. We need to retain them. We don't want them to quit out of frustration or to disappear for weeks for leveling, okay? So we need to take better care of our dead players because they're important and we need them to be max ASAP. So Thalen just died. And I don't think anybody even showed up to hand this guy some bags. I rolled up with a fiery one-hander. It's all I had. I was busy setting this meeting. But here's what I want from you guys. I want more than just pots and bags. Okay, pots and bags is the new thoughts and prayers, right? Tossing a couple of runecloth bags at somebody who just died at level 70 is very low effort, and it's not enough to get them back on their feet. These people need mob tags. So investing a couple of hours of your time could potentially save somebody else 10 hours of theirs. If somebody just died recently, you shouldn't be thinking just, oh man, that sucks. You should be saying, okay, let's get you to Westfall as soon as possible. Let's tag you up to level 20. If you don't want a mob tag, then be like, okay, how about I summon you to Kargath and get you the flight path? Once you get to level 33, how about I run you through Scarlet Monastery and get you a Sword of Omen? Here's a profession package that I farmed on my epic mount so you can focus on questing. We can do better to help people, especially the people who are like the backbone of our community. But anyway, we should be mob tagging more. That's very, very important for maintaining the health of our raiding scene. So something else I would like to bring up in a similar vein is people dying because they haven't been getting help with quests. We had Pops die very recently. it came to my attention that he had asked multiple times in guild for help with Cruel's Intentions and Hellfire. Wasn't able to get it. Had to play with some random people. Only had a 3-man group. Didn't go so well for him. So here's what I expect going forward, and I will model this myself. When somebody asks for help, I would like it if people would drop what they're doing, no questions asked, and go and help them. I don't want you to think about what's in it for me. I want you to expect nothing in return. If somebody is leveling up and trying to get the end game and trying to run dungeons with you, okay, and they want to be a part of your raid team, then you need to be willing to take a little time out of whatever you're doing to go and make sure they can get there safely. So if you're sitting in a city just waiting for your group to form, you're on standby. And if somebody's asking for help, then you should be ready to jump on it. If you're in a dungeon with a group, then you guys can take a second between resets to be like, okay, this person wants to do Ring of Blood. Cool. After we're finished with this Botanica, we're going to come help you with that. It might only take you 15 minutes, but it could save this person 150 hours. And that is the kinds of investments that we need to be making in this community. Remember that every single one of you are an asset, and every death is a tragedy. Yeah. So I want to make sure that we're taking care of each other. So, all right. With those things out of the way, when you do die, we need to have clips, guys. All right. So I know I am guilty of this. I am just as guilty as anybody else. And I'm going to do this live with you. I'm going to show you guys how to set up the shadow play recording that is available on all Windows machines. This is very, very easy. You don't need any special software. You can do this from Windows itself.
My pet too.
And all you're gonna do, you're gonna hit the Windows key I. Right now, everyone can do this right now. Windows key I. And you'll get a settings thing on the left side. You're gonna click gaming. It's the fourth from the bottom, and then the middle option, captures. You're gonna click that. It's like, okay, it's like freezing for me. But you can enable captures in there. Having some technical difficulties, hold on. All right, this is working off stream. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stream it as well. See if I can stream it on Discord, hold on. Share my entire screen. Okay, this is what you see when you hit Windows I. I'm assuming everybody in Discord can tune in and see this. Put it on display capture too. There you go. And then you go to gaming, click captures. I don't know why it's freezing for me. All right, but there'll be an option to enable game capturing. And once you've done that, it's just Windows G. And you can see right here in the top left, record my last 30 seconds. You want to hit that button and make sure that's... I don't know why this is messing up right now, but yeah. Anyway, that's how you do it on Windows. If you're having any trouble getting that set up, ask ChatGPT or Google it or ask someone in general. Everybody needs to have clips going. We need these clips because they are learning moments. They're teaching moments for the rest of the community, and we don't want your death to be for nothing. If you die, we want to be able to advance not just this guild, but the entire hardcore community, and every project that will come after this is going to learn from your deeds of valor. It's a shout out to Diablo. Your deeds of valor will be remembered. Okay, we can't remember your deeds of valor if they aren't recorded and nobody can see them. All right, I've turned it on. All right, so if I'm ever dead off stream, you guys will know what happened. All right, and we'll be able to learn from it. But let's make sure everybody in the guild going forward has that rolling. All right, and then all right. All right, another thing is I hear you guys. I know the Discord's a freaking mess, and this is gonna be our first vote here. We're gonna vote on a couple of things today. The first thing we're gonna vote on, it's really simple. Just go down into general chat. I'll start a poll. do we want to have threads for clips? All right. We had this enabled for a short time, and I didn't understand how it worked or why this is a good thing, and I hate it, and I turned it off. But apparently a lot of you guys really like this. Maybe somebody else can jump up and explain how the hell it works, because I didn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna do a poll. Should we have threads for clips? There you go. You can vote on that. Just click the reaction. It looks like everybody is saying yes. Okay. All right. It looks like it's a resounding. Everybody wants. Okay. That's easy enough. I can set that up, guys. We'll get that going ASAP. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. That is the low stakes thing. The high stakes thing we're going to talk about is whether or not we're going to appeal deaths that were a result of falling through the world. As you guys have seen, is very, very buggy. Outland is very buggy. And a lot of people are falling through the shitty geometry and dying for dumb reasons that are outside of their fault. It's not their fault at all. A lot of these times you seriously can't expect it. You can't anticipate it. I think it's absolute bullshit, but I am very, very against appeals. Because I can give my reasonings, and we'll have time for that. But what I want is to have a little debate here, okay? I'm going to select a couple of people to come up on stage and give their reasonings for or against appeals. And if you think that you can give a convincing argument as to why we should allow appeals for falling through the world, I would like you to raise your hand in Discord right now. If you don't know how to do that, well, I guess you're probably screwed. But raise your hand if you think you can give a convincing argument or appeals. Maverick, I'm going to invite you to speak. All right, and then go ahead and come to the front after you take the stage on Discord. All right, Maverick.
Hello, everybody.
Okay.
For my argument, it's pretty simple. Everybody's well aware. I have died multiple times on high-level characters due to disconnecting issues that were of no fault of my own. But those are not appealable. And it is a technical issue that is with the game. And if you are going to put an appeal process in now, where we have had, I would probably say, 10 to 50 players at least die on high-level characters due to disconnect issues, you are going to spit in the faces of all the time that everybody has worked and then died to a disconnect and say, oh, okay, but now this issue that is a technical issue, we are going to start appealing. So I absolutely would vote no on appealing any type of technical issue death, because we haven't done it from the start, and it would make a lot of people upset in terms of the amount of work that they have put into this game. And that is all I have to say about that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mav. So, disconnect appeals, probably not something we're going to do. And I think that a lot of people might argue that dying due to Blizzard's shitty geometry in Outland might be a little bit different than dying to an ISP failure. But I specifically would like to get somebody up on stage who wants to argue for it. I know a lot of us are against it, but I want to give these voices a chance to speak here. So I'm gonna invite I think Tells just asked. Here we go. And Maverick, thank you for coming up here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Tells. So are you for falling through the world appeals?
I am for the appeals, yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead and step up.
I'm here.
Okay.
Not at level 70 yet. I'm kind of just an outside perspective. I have not died to falling through the world, but as an active observer, I think that for the content and for the importance of just maintaining progression, something like a falling through the world death would really set back some of the assets that we need to push through for some of the raids. And I don't think it's really fair, knowing how much time you have to put in to get up to 70, to lose the capability to push forward just to something that happens to be an unfortunate game design error. You can't really fight that. So I think we should appeal them, because it would help push us forward for a little bit of progression and save a lot of time.
Okay, so essentially, you're worried about the guild not being able to progress if everyone's blinking to their death in Shatrath, right?
Essentially, yeah. I'm just worried. It gives a little bit of a reasoning for not joining up with us, or a little bit concerned for the players that don't want to lose their time. I think the comfortability of knowing that you're at least not going to lose it to something that's out of your control would help the numbers grow and help people actually stay alive at that level and capable of raiding.
Okay. Devil's advocate here. I think there's a good chance people would see all the appeals and find that distasteful, call it appeal core, and that could hurt the our growth as well. So I think there are two sides to that argument. I'm going to try to be a little bit more moderate here. What did we just get? What just dropped? Oh, we got Ani buff. Let's go. Everyone boon that shit. If anyone needs a boon, hold on. I got you. I got 8 boons on me. Who needs a boon? Let me boon myself. Hold on. All right. Hold on. All right, meeting's paused. Hold on.
Meeting's paused for a boon.
Anybody else who needs a boon? Oh God, I only have a few more. There you go. I got one more after this, and then get off the stage. I have 2 more. All right, one more. Last one. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. That's it. No more boons. Okay, so what I would like is anybody feel like they have a really I'm gonna be back to honest. Tellus, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
So I want anybody who has like a really strong like they think that they can defend the appeals, and then I want somebody else who thinks that they can argue against it. So one more time, if you've already requested to speak and you think that you're ready to make a strong argument, a really strong argument, I'm going to invite you up to speak, Orc and Pals, and then I need somebody against it as well. Orc, are you for or against it?
I'm for the appeals.
You're for the appeals. All right. So are you interested in? Would you be willing to have a debate against somebody?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's get Statch up here.
I'm also for the appeals, so I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for.
You know, I mean, we can 2v1 it. I need people who are against it. If you're against appeals, go ahead and raise your hand now. If you already raised your hand, put it down and then raise it back up. I'm looking at the chat. Slycrite is begging to get up here. Okay. Did I get you, Sly? Dabston will get you up here too. All right, Sly, are you for or against? Hello? Slycrite. I'll give him a second to try to figure that out. And then I'll get IC up here too, why not? All right, let's get A up here too. I want a bloodbath, guys. I'll moderate it, but all right, I invited a bunch of people.
Hello.
Hello. So Slycrite, are you figured out your mic yet, or? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to put him back in the audience. Okay, Aded, you're for or against?
For.
You're for appeals?
Only on the technical side, yeah.
Okay. And Dabston, for or against?
I am against.
And Icy?
I'm against all appeals.
Okay, so let's just go in order. So Icy, give your thesis on why you think, yeah.
Okay, so I've been playing since BSB. Appeals were allowed there. I saw what can happen from it. I saw the amount of things that were submitted they had to go through that people thought they were problems, and they weren't really problems. They were just mistakes by the player, right? A lot of the falling through the world, all these other deaths that we've had, are from blinking, shadow stepping, trying to skip certain areas, trying to make things faster, right? So if we don't do those things shouldn't happen. That's just my consensus on it.
Okay. Dapston, do you have a quick introduction?
Yeah, I mean, I would just kind of add on that with appeals is definitely a slippery slope where it's very time consuming. I feel like the moderators already have a lot that they're dealing with, and you're not saying that disconnecting isn't worth people's time, but it's a lot already, and there's a lot of BS that happens in the game, and to just appeal for one thing and not all the others is kind of, I don't know, frustrating, I would say. So you might as well just be fully against it. We're all signing up for hardcore. We're all giving up our time doing all of this anyways. Most likely going to die at some point. So, you know, it shows the commitment if you're going to run it back.
Okay. Orc and Pals, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's a couple things on here, right? So first off, I do want to say, for the things that we know are things that lead to falling through the world, right? Blinking through Shatwrath. I'm completely fine with saying that, you know, hey, we know it's a known thing. Blinking through Shatwrath drops you through the world. If you're blinking through to try to save some time and you Alt F4 and unstuck, then, you know, you run it back. But we also know there are places where literally just walking around, like it's happened to people, and it's completely unavoidable.
We lost you there for a second. There's occasions where people are doing what?
Yeah, so we know that there are places where just walking around the world randomly will drop you through the world, and it's completely like just unavoidable. It's not something the player did; it just happened. I think in those situations, we should definitely be.
I haven't seen that happen yet, where somebody's just casually walking through a zone and they die.
Most of those are known. It's like Sunken Temple, Lobers, Ubers, where you walk through certain parts, you'll get zoned through and die, yes. But those are known, and those are when you auto-walk into a wall. Because walls aren't real and
I'm actually one of the ones against it, and on a Hardcore Classic, not TBC, I disconnected while crossing a... Well, I didn't disconnect. I desynced while crossing a river on my screen. I was just running, talking in voice, no internet ISP issue at all, and then ended up drowning. Had to run it back. It's hardcore. It's the nature of the game.
All right, let's give Statch a chance to talk here, and Nate a chance to talk. I think, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm for the appeals on it. I heard slippery slope thrown out there a few times, and I do agree. I think there's a lot of things that should not be appealable that most people do. I think falling through the world is one of those things that probably does need to be appealable. I mean, it's called slippery slope fallacy for a reason. It is technically a fallacy, and yeah, there's been a lot of previous guild drama that I witnessed of some scummy appeals by officers. I think there needs to be a public clip in the clips channel for it to be appealable, so that the community can all see that it happened, and it needs to be from first-person perspective. I think that's a huge part of it. And I think the other part that we're not thinking of is, I know a lot of people are mentioning the things that are known, right? The mages blinking in Shat, Sunken Temple, yada yada. What happens because this Burning Crusade is technically a slightly different client than the last Burning Crusade, and these realms are new? We're progging through SSC for the first time, and a boss mechanic comes out and our entire raid team falls through the floor. Is that just like our main raid team is gone? Like,
yeah, so I think I think the argument is so what we're doing is we're presenting the arguments on both sides, and then we're going to have a poll at the very end. So, but I think that the argument that's coming from the against is that there's personal responsibility and that this is a learning process, so that if there is something like what Biosec died to, where it's just a mob that's permanently in the same position, stuck in a hill, and if you are going to charge to it or shadow step to it, or if you blink around there, I don't know, whatever, then that will cause you to fall through the world. And now that we know that, it is a personal responsibility to just not press that button in that location. You shouldn't be blinking in Shatwrath, and that the death of that person is more so a warning or a learning experience, rather than something that needs to be appealed. It's rather it's something that should be avoided in the future. And then, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, to kind of piggyback off that, I think game knowledge issues, when we talk about like Sunken Temple and that sort of thing, everyone is pretty aware of that one. I don't think I've seen a single person die on that in TBC scrolling through the clips channel. But like, because this is a new client, are we not worried about entire raid teams getting wiped due to slightly more issues with potential releases on upcoming bosses where certain mechanics might eat just many people through the floor? Okay with that?
Yeah, we're okay with that. I think that's part of the journey. It's part of learning. And sorry, this is gonna be a very, very biased debate panel because I am 100% against appeals. But I at least wanted to give people a chance to talk about it. So I'm gonna be representing the against side for the most part. But so I think, arguing from that side, yes, that is considered a part of the experience of hardcore. Is sometimes there are bugs and bad things happen, and hopefully we have enough Petries to deal with it. Pools is here. Pools, can you please represent the opposite side?
No, I just want to make sure that people understand exactly what's going on with the appeal process at the moment, because a lot of people are giving suggestions or not really understanding what the current standpoint is. At the moment, we are doing appeals, but it is only for grief appeals, and it is a countermeasure to prevent people from like going after you guys while you're in the open world, or when you're, unfortunately AFK somewhere. We just don't want people going in after you. We haven't seen that yet. Most people on Dream Scythe are very busy with their own shit, but once they get bored, some people may start doing it. Yes, they need to have a clip of it. They need to have a substantial clip of it, and it has to be from their perspective. So you don't have to worry about there being an issue where if at all, if we allow different appeals in the future, or if we don't, whatever's going to happen, there has to be a clip of it. It has to show substantial evidence that, whatever it was appealable, and it will be all in the appeals channel. So far, we've only had, I think, 4 total appeals so far, and every single one has been denied. No one's getting griefed at the moment, and honestly, after we got the first few deaths in, Alder's Bank from blinking, we haven't really seen much left. So I don't think if we did allow appeals of this nature, it's not going to be like dozens to thousands a day. Like it's going to be manageable. If we do allow something like this, it won't be that big of a deal in terms of like moderator support to make sure that people are there to have it, be done man-hours wise.
Yeah. Pools was willing to offer his time for appeals. So Pops wanted to hop up here. Sorry to derail for a second. I'm trying to find out where he is in this massive list of people in the meeting. He has to raise his hand. I don't know if you can see him and invite him on the stage, Pools. I'm assuming he's actually here. Yeah, I'm not seeing him jump up here. But yeah, thank you for coming up and clarifying that, man. Okay.
Pops 994. He's down in the bottom. I see him.
Okay. Give him a chance to speak. Oh, I see him here. All right, I invited you to speak. You should be able to accept that, Pops. I don't know what it looks like from your end, but should give you something to join the stage. Oh, there he is. What's up, man?
Hey, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First off, let me clear the air about what you said earlier about my dying. It was not the guild's fault. It was not because nobody in the guild wanted to help me. I did not ask for a lot of help. I don't ask for a lot of help. So please, we're going to speak about the guild. Let's speak honestly. Everybody in this guild has been wonderful to me, and when I do request things, everybody is usually there for me. My death was my own stupidity, and I own it. Secondly, nobody has died more in hardcore than I have. Over the years, I have died too many times to count. I have never once filed for an appeal, whether it was the old hardcore community or this. I have never been mob tagged back up. We know the risk we took when we said we wanted to play TBC hardcore. Blizzard said there will be times when they can't control things and that the mechanics in TBC are not conducive to doing hardcore. We know this. This is the risk we all took. And that risk means when you die, you go again. It's plain and simple. I am against mob tagging. I always have been. I am against appeals. I always have been. I will continue to be against them. Because you start appeals and then you start to draw a line and then that line gets blurred and then you get more reasons for an appeal, and the next thing you know, what started out with good intention gets destroyed. However, if you are going to do appeals, there should be a committee. It shouldn't be a one-person decision. There should be at least 5 members on the committee, and all 5 have to vote favorably for the appeal. If one person votes against the appeal, it's denied. It takes 5 favorable votes for the appeal to go through. Now, yes, I understand. You fall through the world. I get it. It sucks. It hurts. You put all that time into it. It's the nature of hardcore. That's why we go hardcore. I'm totally against appeals, and I am totally against mob tagging. And I think anybody playing hardcore, really playing hardcore, would almost agree with me here. That's hardcore. It's not hardcore to go hit a bunch of crabs and have somebody higher level kill them for you. It's not hardcore to go run RFC and have a level 40 run you through it. That's not hardcore. Hardcore is you go in the dungeon, you know the risk you're taking, be the appropriate level within a level of 2. That's hardcore. The rest of this stuff you are distorting and you're taking it away from hardcore. You're making it sort of hardcore. Yeah, we're sort of hardcore. If we die, we delete. You know? But real hardcore? Come on, real hardcore? We don't do those things. We just pick ourselves back up, we get back up on a new tune, and we run it back. And let me tell you, because you're going to have a whole bunch of deaths coming up. Karazhan opens up on Thursday. I don't know what your plan is for that. Are you going to make people be in a raid group? Are you going to allow people to form their own 10-mans and go? We're going to have a lot more deaths. And the other reason I'm against DC hardcore deaths, if you're in trouble, you just hit F4, you act like you got DC'd because you knew you were going to die. Maybe you didn't get DC'd, you DC'd yourself intentionally. You know? I mean, it's the way it is. It's the game. And it is a game. But we choose to play it hardcore. We need to be hardcored. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Pops. Yo, claps and chat W's for friggin' Pops. The OG here, you're giving the OG perspective, the old school perspective. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for coming up here and sharing your opinion, man. Yeah. So listen. After that, I'd welcome anybody who wants to give a final statement on why they think we should have appeals. And then I'm going to go ahead and send the poll in the general chat if you guys want to go there and vote. Any final words before we send the poll?
I say my part real quick,
Go for it. Yes, go for it.
Back in like whenever the add-on was a thing, there was a lot of issues with the technical side of the game whenever we're playing on like Blood Sail. Like where you would DC off of griffins, charging through the world happened then. And a lot of these issues with the game's technical were fixed in whenever the hardcore servers were created. And charging through the world or blinking through the world became very, very rare because they actually built the game to prevent it. We're right now a technical area where the game has not fully, realized this part of the game. This is a new area, and that's the only thing is, if this was an actual server, this would be fixed for hardcore.
Yeah, that is the strongest argument, is that the server that we were playing on before had these things patched out, and that if this were the soul of this project is to recreate what Blizzard should have done. Like if Blizzard had made a TBC hardcore server, how would they have done things? How would this be going? And something that would have been different in an official release is there would be a DC layer under the world, so that if you fell through it, then you wouldn't die. So that is the strongest argument, I think, for the appeals, is to simulate closer to what would be official.
Because if you charged through the world or charged underwater back whenever Blood Sail was a thing, you would DC underwater, and you would DC going through the ground, and back then you would fall through the ground or drown. So that's like the big issue, is this would not be possible if this was an official server.
You're talking about clip charging?
Yep.
Like where you go to charge and train clips you and the DC is automatic?
Yes.
Yeah, that's still a thing.
Yes, but if in Blood Sail you would fall through the ground. Now you would DC, you wouldn't be falling through the ground on official hardcore.
Hey, I forgot to say something.
What's up?
Hey, when are we going to put an end to this bullshit where I see your bank audit failed, you open mail from a non-guildy, and all of this? When's this crap going to end? Mocktails has fixed this add-on through hard work, and I think going from this day forward, if you get caught and fail a bank audit, or you fail for opening mail that you shouldn't, we should stick to the rule and start booting people on that. I have had 5 characters in this guild, and not once have I had an asterisk. Not once have I ever had anything show up like that. I have mail in my mailbox right now that I won't open up because it's not from a guild member. So I think, when are we going to fix that? When are we going to follow our own rules?
So the issue is it's a lot of false positives. So we do go through the audits. I understand it looks like there's bad things going on, but whenever there is, we're watching, we're paying attention, and we're making sure that anybody who's doing anything shady is, of course, being taken care of, and it might not be, flashy and super upfront, but like, yeah, the add-on is not perfect. It will flag a lot of things that are innocuous as potentially being harmful. But I can guarantee you that the mod team is very diligently going through these things and making sure there's nothing crazy going on, and that if there was, then we'd be handling it appropriately. It is shocking to see like, oh my god, what are all these audits, what are all these warnings? But it's not actually it's nothing to worry about.
Do you guys mind if I give one last statement?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead, man. So,
I'm someone that thinks I'm pretty good at reading the temperature of a room, and I do think that the room is probably leaning towards no appeal, which I can even understand to a point, right? I do agree with Pops' point of I don't think disconnected deaths should ever be appealable, because of the fact that is, you can just pull plug and move on. I do think, to resonate an earlier point, I have concerns where if we have this hardline appeal stance, if we
Leva
enter a
agility
situation where, like, our entire raid team just disappears,
wouldn't use those.
because they all died to some crazy technical thing that, we're going to be put in a situation where we open appeals at this point, or we might lose the project depending on how large the community is. I've seen it happen before. You know, like Wrath Hardcore had a pretty decent community, about like 100 steadily playing. They lost their raid team, the project died. And so if we know that sort of event is on the horizon, I think it's very say, hey, look, we're not appealing right now, but don't delete the character. If we do open appeals for this thing in the future, and you have a character that had this thing happen, it should be grandfathered in. That if we open this door at the future, the entire raid team had a thing happen to the hardcore TBC in its tracks, and so we open the door. Anyone that had that exact same thing happen to them, if they still have that tune, if they still have the evidence, if they still have the log, they are opened in at the same time, and we don't enter a situation where we're forced to make a change down the road, and then a lot of people are feeling heartburn about it because they never had the opportunity. Same thing.
Thank you, Orc. I think that I know that a lot of people disagree with you. I appreciate the you standing up and giving your opinion. What I can say is that this project is not going to die in a single wipe. And that if something like that did occur, then I believe that people would continue and press on and go again and keep this going. This project is growing every day, and I have a lot of faith that even if something, the worst case scenario, we lost 25 people to some crazy thing, I don't think that's going to be the end of our guild. So that's my personal opinion. I wanted it to mostly be you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and if there's no final words here, I'm going to send the poll and let people vote on this thing if we're good to go. Everyone feel like they were well represented, or?
Can I just get one quick clarification?
Sure.
The poll is just on the falling through the ground, right? Because I feel like DC has gotten mixed into this conversation a lot.
This is precisely just for falling through the ground. We're not appealing DCs. This is not the topic. The topic is specifically just for, or if you fell through the ground, like Wave did or like Biosec did, are we going to appeal that? And then I'm going to go ahead and give that to you guys in general chat. The poll is up. Go ahead and vote. And we're looking for a 70% consensus. The thumbs down is going to be for no appeals. The thumbs up will be for allowing appeals. Go ahead and I'll let that roll for a minute. And everybody, thank you. Round of applause for all of the speakers who came up and gave their takes here. Pops, appreciate you, man. You're a good friend. And Dr. Dabston, Icy Hots, Orkin Pals, Statch. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and remove you from the stage, put you back in the audience. Right. And let's see how the poll goes. So far, we've got about 2-1 against, and we would need a 70% consensus for in order to implement this change. Just based off of how the early voting is looking, it's not looking terribly likely that we'll be implementing the appeal system. But I'll let that roll, and let me just hit the last couple things on our list for today. So we talked about we talked about patchy recipe. We got to go get that. We talked about mob tagging up our friends, even though I know that Pop's very vehemently against it. For the people who are focused on endgame, it's going to be pretty important for us to take care of each other. As far as the no hesitation for dropping what you're doing to help guildies, I think that's important. And then making sure we're recording everything and enabling that in Windows so we have clips for every death. A couple other things I wanted to hit is how we're playing in dungeons and heroics at max level. Some of the clips I've seen recently, have been a bit fast and loose. I want to make sure that we're keeping in mind playing around the worst case scenario at all times. Just because you ran a dungeon 15 times and it was easy every single time doesn't mean the 16th time something terrible won't happen. If there's a 1% chance of something going absolutely haywire, then if the guild runs it 100 times, then somebody will eventually, that 1% chance will happen. One person will die, or there'll be one wipe or whatever. A good example would be like the entropic horrors in heroic Arcatraz, where most of the time when you kill them, nothing's going to happen, but every now and then it'll polymorph like the entire group except for one person and kill them, and you have to have a plan for that if you're going to run that dungeon. Don't try not to be AoE pulling packs. Try to use CC, go slow, do single target. It's like it makes more sense to take these things slowly. Other thing, I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up so we can get to rating. Hardcore Junior is dead. We have one leveling guild now. It is Super Weenie. So anybody who is in Hardcore Junior right now, go ahead and leave, and we'll get you invited over to Super Weenie ASAP. We got, I think everybody in that guild can invite right now. So let's go ahead and get that transition moving.
That's such a stupid name.
And yeah, and you guys better start making small. It's because we don't have freaking Petries and raids are coming on. We're all gonna die. So yeah, you're gonna want to get that alt going unless we get Petri right now. So final phase of the meeting tonight. What I want to do, everybody who is 60 plus, I want you outside Orgrimmar right now. And then Chomper is, I think, here, and he's supposed to be leading a raid on the world bosses. I think we're at least gonna hit Adragos. We might hit some others. It's a 5% chance every single time we kill a world boss. We have a lot of people here. We should be able to bring 2 raids and like just delete this guy. I want to see you guys deleting Adragos right now. So all right, everyone 60 plus, get on your mount, hop on your mount outside of Orgrimmar. Let's go ahead and organize this thing. And that is it for the stage portion of the meeting here. Thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day and your gameplay to go over the important things going on in the guild. I have a lot of gratitude that y'all are here and a part of this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to everything that is on the horizon. We got Karazhan coming up. A lot of people are hitting 70. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this Petri recipe. Hop down into the Raid 1 channel if you're going to be taking part in the Petri raids. Everyone's 60 plus. Hop down to Raid 1. I'll see you there. That's it for the meeting. Take care, everybody.
Hello.
What's up?
I think we have to kill him to get to the last boss, so
Okay, great.
we should be able to get more guys.
What's up, y'all?
Hello? Hello?
Wait, how is C-Dank gonna go to a raid? He's only like 38. I guess he's not going.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you, dude.
Okay. I take it Pet is going to be first tank on the last boss.
Yeah, Hunter Pet should be able to hold threat for it fine.
These things go away so I can fucking drink.
This is just a small pack, so I'm gonna pull it.
Why are you here? Do you are you doing the warrior quest? To get your trinket?
Nope. Oh, I almost had the quest finished, but we had to start, so.
Oh, you guys let me. I started the whole quest after I got invited to the group, and I think it should be a nice little. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard to find tanks though, and someone asked me, so
yeah,
why
that's
not?
very nice of you.
It was the Hunter that asked you.
Wonder which one of these I will end up taking. To choose one. Are these things undead? Yeah, they are.
And down there. Oops. You sounded pretty confident.
We cannot let things smack our healer like that.
So young.
Rip.
Oh,
Rip.
Rip. Where's the pantry?
The soul player comes. Join us. Hakar shall live again.
Wow, fucking melted. Ooh. Congrats, bro.
Those were my boots. Those would have been nice.
I'm gonna let these guys circle back around.
Dude, so scary looking.
I don't know where the other guy is. I'm afraid he's gonna chain pull. Ah, there he is. Okay.
Same guy.
Whee!
So cool.
I have the egg quest. Failed egg of a car.
Didn't get.
You guys just lag?
No, that was good.
Nope.
Oh, I just had a lag spike.
We're gonna pull this and then just back up because we don't want to fight the last boss yet.
gonna switch to fire for this wing. Or not.
You can poop for the beginning of this phase. We'll protect you.
We can take a break after this.
Yeah, I'll take a quick break after this if you don't mind, guys.
Yeah, just break while we start it. We'll be fine. It's not much.
He's all our AoE and those 10 ads in the beginning. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
Taken away. Ugh. Please to the part where he goes camera switch.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Alright, let's start this thing up.
Start it, fool.
Do I have to do it?
Yeah, whoever has the egg has to do it.
Oh yeah. Use it in the Sanctum of the Fallen God. Okay, here we go.
You really love him, don't you? James isn't a fan of his. He said he still hasn't watched it.
Loot the mobs and use the blood on the fires in the corner.
I taste the blood of life. Draw closer to your world.
You okay over there? I've seen a couple people, and it seems like it's always different when someone translates it. Are you off tomorrow?
Which mobs drop the fire? Is it random or
The big, no, it's the big birds.
big birds? Got it.
It would count as an absent? Somebody not loot one of them?
It's just a really slow process. We've only had, this is the third big bird, so we should be able to have 3 flames out now.
Oh yeah, one of them's the corpse from before it started.
Hope you don't mind me not helping to make sure I have full mana for when the boss comes.
Yeah, no worries.
Got a suppressor over there on the left end. Oh shit. That's me.
Oops.
Any mechanics here?
He's gonna start attacking us eventually here.
What's he doing?
There he is.
Don't forget to loot him for the quest, I think. There you go.
Nice, thank you. Damn, I lost both items.
No.
You won the staff? Oh no, wait, that's the other guy.
Yeah. He beat me for the gloves too.
There's your Morphaz. There it is.
Wait. Oh, do I have to use this essence thing to fill the egg? Is that how that works? Hey.
No items. That's rude.
Should we let Pet take first sleep?
We can try, yeah.
That's usually how I do it. You know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Go on. Timeshare Warrior is second on threat.
Oh shit.
I got him. I was stunned, so I couldn't build up anything.
Oh, that's okay. I was looking at the meters, admiring it. You know.
Admiring it. Crap.
Well, looks pretty sweet. Where's Jamal the Prophet? Did I miss him?
Yeah, he was on the side, one of the room with all the undead trolls and stuff.
Oh shit. Do you think we could go back there?
Yeah. Hopefully the corpse is still there. It might be since there is an item in it. Then I think he's to the east.
Still there.
Hey, I see the corpses.
Oh yeah. Alright, where do you guys want to go?
Org. Ah, we got a group and we got the freaking trinket. Very nice. We're gonna go for the tooth this time. Instant crit every 2 minutes. Pretty nice. First time getting this.
Blood and thunder. Go.
Usually go for the eye, but since we're Beastmaster and TBC, we'll go for the tooth. Pretty freaking cool. Alright, we'll hit this in, Earth. We'll call it there. Tinkling, damn. We're being being honest, we don't really need the stopwatch. I mean, pretty nice for hardcore, but as a hunter, oh no. We already got swiftness pos, we got feign death, we've got dummies. On top of having a pet, I don't think we'll need the stopwatch. Keep this in the tooth. What the hell? Yeah, to sanitize that controller when you're done. Brother. Damn, didn't get any drops from the dungeon though. Those boots would have been freaking sweet, man. Door. Oof. Let's give this a test. From what I saw online, you can use this. Okay. Next attack guaranteed critical. Now let's put the stopwatch on. And he keeps that. That's freaking sweet. Oh. Pretty damn cool. That's pretty nifty, man. So yeah, glad I took that. However, there's nothing else. There's no other trinket in the game like this, where you could buff your pet with an instant crit, take it off, and put another trinket on. That's some sweaty stuff. Wait.
We will persevere.
Do not loiter.
Freaking vendor it by accident and can't restore it. Still want to know where the hell my sticky glues went. Wasn't anywhere in the damn restore, and then useless blizzard wouldn't restore them, so still bothering me to this day.
We will have justice.
People getting it. Right. Once again, survived every dungeon from dead mines to sunken temple. We might get into a BRD if find a group looking for a DPS, but that might be it until Ramparts. Alright.